Welcome to CAUIM, SNMP Collector Probe 2.x. This video will cover how to install the SNMP Collector Probe, and will look at some requirements and best practices for installing the probe. To begin, let's define the SNMP Collector version 2.x probe. It's actually two probes, the SNMP Collector, and a probe called Poll Agent that does the actual polling and publishing to the bus. Be sure that both are in the local archive before you begin the installation. Now let's take a look at some requirements and best practices. It's strongly recommended that you install SNMP Collector on a dedicated secondary hub. This is primarily due to the massive amount of traffic and memory that the probe uses. The hub spooler for UIM is recommended over the robot spooler, due to its superior output and flow capability. And companion probes should be isolated, so they will not be overwhelmed from being exposed to multiple instances of high-skills probes. You'll want to isolate these companion probes: PPM, Baseline Engine, Prediction Engine, Alarm Enrichment, and the NAS probe, and the Discovery Agent probe. You'll do this on the remote hub as well. This will also require some QoS and discovery queues being added to the main hub to bring those messages from that remote hub to the main hub for input into the database. There needs to be a name service entry into the hub config so that both hubs can communicate. And finally, NAS requires being linked, within NAS itself, to the main NAS, for alarm forwarding.
We'd be looking at having SNMP Collector and Poll Agent in the local archive in order to do this install. Poll Agent is a dependency of SNMP Collector. The install will fail if Poll Agent is not in here. Make sure that the version numbers match and then simply hit the deploy button. It will then install. You can check the activity in the distribution activity section here. And I'm not going to do this right now because it takes a few minutes to do. Having done this ahead of time, and now we can look and we see that the SNMP Collector and the Poll Agent are both installed. Same version number. Let's take a look and make sure that can actually start up, and indeed we do. If we look back here, we can see the other probes that were required: Alarm Enrichment, Baseline Engine, Discovery Agent, the NAS, PPM, and Prediction Engine, all already existing on this hub. That needs to be done either prior to or immediately after installing the SNMP Collector. Especially PPM must be on here, or you're not going to be able to see the config GUI. There's also the template editor GUI that relies on that as well. So, very simple process for doing the install initially. There's some setup that needs to be done.
For more detailed information about how to configure the SNMP Collector probe, refer to the documentation wiki, or visit the UIM community to join in the discussion. The links can also be found in the YouTube description located below this video.